Welcome to the Toxic Shock podcast. I'm Drizzy.
Lemke, and special guest, and soon to be the mulletless man.
No.
John!
Yes, the mullet's going away, folks. It is going away.
Soon to be the bulletless man.
It's very hot. Look at this. Look at all this hair back here.
It's very hot. It's about to be winter.
Wait
a minute.
You look like this.
Or this. I'm a penis.
Not.
Oh, you got hair on your head. Look at that thumb with two thumbs. That's me. Whoop. Okay,
Thumb with
thumb with
two
two
thumbs.
thumbs. All right, but dad joke. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair?
Huh?
Virgin Mobile.
I actually just heard that one the other day, but I forgot.
That hurts.
It was on Dark Humor.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, though.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cash, though. It's cash. I got one more for you. It's another nun one.
we got another nun?
Yeah, mine as well, because since you heard that one, what do you call a sleepwalking nun? A Roman Catholic. He doesn't like him. He's not a fan. It's bullshit. You totally need to like him. But before we get started with these things, I'm going to be streaming on my personal account on YouTube from now on, and I'm taking over a couple days a month, hopefully, on Toxic Shock. So there will be more video game content coming out on Toxic Shock. The time frame is whenever I can. So there's no strict guidelines here.
We're all adults here. We're all working adults.
Yeah.
Kind of like it is right now. Right now, it's the Sundays and Mondays podcast.
Correct. So it'll always be those 2 days. And I also got something else in the mail.
With the occasional Thursday.
Something else in the mail. Ooh.
The incarceration
Damn
ban.
it. Ooh.
That's it. You don't put it on.
I
Okay.
thought has one.
Yeah, because if you put it on, it locks. And it doesn't come off.
Did it come with instructions?
It has to go on your right wrist.
This is like
And make sure that it's on.
so fucking sick.
Let me see that.
Make sure it's on when it's on, that like this is out. Because this is how you're going to scan in.
Got it.
Yeah. I'm
That's
gonna-
dope. It's
Yeah,
got the reformatory on there and everything.
I'm so excited.
But yeah, I got instructions. But I'll take it back for
Yeah,
now.
I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Not that I would. I'm not stupid, but
Well, yeah, I just wanted to
dude, that's fucking sick.
make sure that you seen it today because I literally got it literally the other day. So
Dude, for people who weren't here last night, we are getting tattoos while we're there, hopefully as well. Can art from one of the cans from last night.
You're getting hepatitis from those nasty needles there.
they changed
They
their
changed
needles.
it.
I wouldn't trust it. Personally, I wouldn't trust it.
They're
But...
all reputable.
Yeah, they're all real
tattoo
people.
So, anyways,
artists. There's a bunch of people that fly around.
one of the cans from last night.
Yeah, we're getting the
Oh,
Illuminati
yeah, the
pizza.
Oh, you guys are doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're actually...
I'm getting it on the. I'm getting it right here.
That's sick.
I don't know yet. I don't know where to get mine. No. Nothing from here up.
No. Actually, I think I might get it like here or like there. That'd actually be a really dope spot for it, right there for that
Yeah.
pizza.
I don't know where to get it.
I don't know.
It's hard to find space on you.
I feel like I should get it right here. Just not like huge, but
From what I was always told, like for business casual, which is I'm assuming what you want to be a part of, is something like
a
that.
nurse.
You don't
can have a
want
full
to. You don't
suit.
want to go past this
Well, yeah, like
this
right here.
line, like your first crease, because that's U.S. Army standard.
This
It's
one?
like when you do this,
This crease?
yeah.
Yeah, would you look at that?
Hey, would you look at that?
Oh,
Literally,
I
flips
forgot
hand
about
over.
that.
It's all the way around.
No, that's U.S. military. Like the first, like when you flip your hand up like this, the first crease, like on your arm, is like if you go past that, they
I mean,
beat you with a sack of potatoes or something. I don't know.
I don't think they'd be like, "You're not allowed in the military." I think they would just be like, "Yeah, if you're passed, you're not dumb, you're good. Let's go."
You'd be surprised.
Who knows?
I think they're hurting.
Not right. No, not right now. They're not. I mean,
True, dude. So many people are enlisting right now.
I would have, but I'm not allowed. Diabetes, not allowed.
Really?
Yep, type 1. I'd be a danger to you guys on the battlefield 1,000%. If I go down, I don't have insulin. Well, now you
True.
got to take care of me, and you don't want
Liability.
That. Yeah, impossible for your boy to be in the military, which is okay. But we did an album by Nelly called Heartland. What is Heartland, Drake?
John, what do you think Heartland is?
Yeah,
I have the real answer.
and
I'm
I also
curious.
already know, so I can't tell. So what do you think Heartland is?
When I think of the word Heartland, I think of like just classic, like Americana, you know, middle America, your breadbasket, you know, stuff like that, you know, Iowa.
I mean, realistically, you're not wrong at all.
No.
Like, it's literally the Heartland.
You're not exactly right,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's so the actual Heartland is Alabama, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. And he's from Missouri, so that's why the Heartland. And the Heartland is actually on the Florida-Georgia line, essentially, because it touches Florida and Georgia.
But Florida Georgia line is the other.
Florida Georgia Line was on this album.
Oh, I know. That's the song that's the song that we reacted to, actually.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's a good song.
You guys should go check that out on YouTube. It'll be posted Thursday. And then there was 8 songs that were released on it too. I personally don't think it's country.
No, I would not consider this country.
It has country artists on it, yes, but I don't think it's a pop album. I
think it's more of a hip hop album.
Yeah.
Pop.
I would give it a hip hop album.
He raps.
I wouldn't
more
give it
than
a
he's-
rap
He
album.
does,
but I
but-
would give it a hip hop album.
I'd classify it as pop. When on my phone I have a playlist called Pop Meets Country, and literally every song on that album is like a mashup of that playlist because it's got like the poppy beats to it. It doesn't really have hip hop beats to me, like modern hip hop beats, but Nelly's not a modern hip hop artist, so
Right.
it's tough. It's a tough classification of it. Can we talk about this album cover though? Because I think that's pretty clever.
It's
Saint-
literally a St. Louis hat. Too,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. That
Right.
we thought he was from.
So it's
Atlanta.
a snapback mixed with is that like a bounty hat?
It's like a,
It looks like
Or like
a
Indiana Jones.
Jeff called it a cowboy hat, and I think it's more or less like a hipster-esque hat.
See,
It's
I
like a
get
bucket hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's like
But
a
I
bucket
think it was
hat.
supposed to be a cowboy hat,
yeah.
honestly. But I think they had to make sure the rim
Yeah.
was flat so that way it matched his fitted cap.
So for the album cover, we're going, damn, that was clever. I
Yeah.
give him shit because he always uses the Beer Adventures like names and rankings like when he's on the actual podcast. So every time I see him, like, oh, so was that clever? You mad about that? Damn good album cover.
But I think the album cover is bland, in my opinion. I think it's a cool idea, but that's it. That's the whole centerpiece, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I think it's cool though. Still,
It's pretty cool. I think it's neat.
it's unique.
Unique
Yep.
New York.
Yeah,
Unique New
yeah,
York.
Totally butchered that, bitch. Also, John's here every top 10. Just letting you guys know.
Every
Yeah.
other 4 weeks. Well, first of the month, honestly.
Yeah, the first Monday of every month.
I'm also here every Sunday on the Beer Adventures.
Yes, sir.
He is and I am not. See how this works?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was, like I said, a good album. I liked 3 songs and I only kept 3 out of 8.
I'm surprised it was only 8 songs. Like, I thought it was going to go on more. But, I mean, I was just listening to it on my way back from camp, and it just cut into, like, a complete different song. It's like a regular country song. So I think mainstream is trying to classify it as modern country. Because on my playlist, because I have YouTube Music, and it played all 8 songs in this, and then the following 10 songs after that were country songs. They were like modern country songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I think that they're trying to classify it as country. I'd classify it as pop, but a lot of today's country I would classify as pop.
I don't. Well,
Personally,
I think the genre is changing,
it is.
and I think that's the issue. So like most metal also changed. That I'm gonna refer to metal a lot more because that's what I know and that's what I
Yeah.
can talk about. So metal changes drastically as it goes, and that's like kind of why we have all these subgenres to stuff as well. So like we had metal subgenre, metalcore, death metal, blah 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 blah, like thrash and
Right,
shit like
yeah.
that. So like there's just a whole bunch of different styles. So like country, and then there's like just country. And
Yeah,
there's
that's the thing
nothing
about
else.
country. It
There's
just
no
evolves
sub.
as one. Like people will call like Florida Georgia Line, Chase Rice, stuff like that, bro country, but
I call
they're
it, I think it's pop country. Florida Georgia Line's more poppy.
it was classified as like that whole like when Florida Georgia Line first came out and everybody started to sound like them.
Yeah.
Everybody called it bro country. For
Okay.
I mean, because it was like music you got down to with your
Yeah.
bros.
And I still consider it hip hop country.
yeah, and I mean, so during like the music review that we did, Nelly to me is just singing. That's why I don't think it's country. But when you hear the dude from Florida Georgia Line sing, he's got like twang to his
Mhm.
voice. He's got like a draw a little bit. So like that's why I'm like it's a lot different versus the other which way. You know what I'm saying? So like I just to me I like Florida Georgia Line a lot more, and I've seen like Garth Brooks and stuff live too.
Mm.
But like I don't have an album by him. I don't even have a single song because trying to find a song by him is impossible for whatever on the internet. I don't know why. It makes no goddamn sense.
Right.
But I can't find a full album by him anywhere.
Who? Brooks?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You gotta get. I got YouTube Music and I can get
Well,
anything and everything.
I can find it, but like I can't like add it to Apple Music.
Oh,
Like he doesn't have his full albums there.
certain artists don't want their stuff on Apple Music for
It's
whatever
not even
reason.
on-
For the longest time, Metallica wasn't on Apple Music. I don't know if they
Well,
are now,
Metallica's
but
fucking butt rock. Changed my mind.
oh well,
I mean,
I could
agree.
try, but we only have a certain amount of time like for this episode.
That is true. But some singles that were released this week.
Well, hold on. We forgot. He doesn't think GNR is hair metal. Remember?
Oh yeah,
I don't consider them hair metal now.
they're not hair metal. It's just a hair band.
Yeah. If we were talking about hair band, you were like, GNR is not.
I don't consider
I
them.
just had to bring that up.
I don't
Okay.
consider them like if you listen to like Poison and Rat and stuff like that. I also wouldn't consider Motley Crue to be a hair metal band.
They're not hair
They're not
metal.
hair
It's just a hair band.
It's a hair band.
Well, I said hair metal. I didn't say hair. I'm talking about that hair metal classification, that style of music. I wouldn't consider them that. Just because.
But they are a hair band. Guns N' Roses.
Well, I guess I didn't realize he said hair metal.
Also, I don't think hair metal is a thing.
It is
No, it's called glam metal.
glam rock, glam metal, whatever you want to call
And
it.
Motley Crue is the first one to show up on it
Really?
because of the makeup.
Well, yeah.
And the
So
hair.
Well,
and-
because of the makeup, but they don't fall.
it's Kiss.
It goes Motley Crue, Rat, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Skid Row, Guns N' Roses, Twisted Sister,
I
Dude,
mean,
that era is.
I
Quiet
think-
Riot, Kiss.
I think they just
Yeah.
rope any band from the '80s into that.
It's that type
Well,
of
yeah, I
music.
mean, that's
it's
what
the
it-
same. Like every music or every band that was in that era is totally a part of that scene.
I just think
yeah,
Guns,
that's just why we were.
Guns N' Roses is more like arena rock. I guess. I don't know. They just have a different sound. They just have a different sound to them, in my opinion.
Also, like AC/DC is a
Those
hair
things.
band and shit too.
AC/DC has gone through like several different transformations throughout their
Well,
lifetime,
I'm
though.
aware, but like so does every band. Every good band
Right.
changes over time.
And Drake absolutely hates it when they change.
I'll drink to that.
He does not enjoy change at all.
I like dollars.
Hey.
I'm gonna shower you with quarters, bitch. Just
No, I stand by my statement. I hold true to it. You guys can say whatever you want, but
That's fine.
at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, I just had to give you shit because it's fun.
yeah. All right, so Meek Mills with Little Uzi Vert put out a new song called Blues Notes 2. Also, Down is a song by Monsun featuring Travis Barker. And then albums coming out this week are Crucifix, Graveside Confessions, Drake, Certified Lover Boy, Imagine Dragons, Mercy Act 2, and Iron Maiden actually put out a new album too called
really?
Senjutsu. Senjutsu? I don't know. It's like they're pulling from Naruto here for some shit. I mean, does it not sound like that?
No, it definitely sounds like the shit-new.
Well, we were gonna do Kanye for next week, but we both said fuck all that.
So we're doing Drake and Kanye.
I thought no, we're doing.
I'm just kidding.
we're doing Drake, and then we're gonna go polar opposite Carnifex, which is straight death metal.
You guys,
we're doing E-Card. Drake and E-Card. You said polar up.
you guys should do the Crucifix album because
Who?
Crucifix.
Who?
He was just talking about him. Said he had a new song coming out. It was like
Well,
the first or second one.
Well, song and album's a little different.
Oh,
Like just
I thought you said
single...
he had a new album coming out.
Carnifex.
Oh, I thought it was
yeah.
Crucifix.
No, we're doing
No.
Carnifex.
Carnifex.
Gonna
What's it?
rip your throat out.
It's straight death metal. It's
Yeah.
like the epitome of death metal. So it's amazing.
Right.
And I love it. But then we're gonna go into top 10 Doys.
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 Top 10 boys.
Top 10 doinks.
Doys. Top 10 doinks. Doinky Doinkersons.
Doinky Doinkersons.
Doinky Doinkersons.
I think Jan should start with the top 10 doinks.
Yeah, the top 10 doinks of Doinkersons.
My favorite doink is Doinkingtons.
Of Doinkersons. This bit is gone way too far.
My number 10 favorite toy from my childhood: sticks, rocks, dirt, sand,
There's no way.
frogs,
Nature is not a toy.
nature.
What is a toy? What is a
I mean,
toy?
I guess realistically, a toy is something that you play with that isn't a sport and isn't a video game.
Yes.
To be fair, technically, a toy is a video game too, right?
Technically,
I
but
mean-
we did put up the parameters of it couldn't be a sport
Or a
that you
board
played, or a board game or a video game.
Correct. Yeah,
So,
I agreed
like,
with that.
So when you were a kid and you were out in your backyard and you found like the perfect stick to go play with, whether it looked like a gun, a sword, or just something cool, you play with that bitch all day, and like sometimes you would save the stick in a special spot, and your dad would go throw it away later in the evening, but
You were just trying to be Captain Save a Stick.
yeah. But yeah, sticks,
He only
dirt.
saved dicks though.
Sorry. I didn't have as much as, everybody else growing up, so
Was that sorry, not sorry?
sorry, sometimes sorry, but could not be sorry, possibly.
Potentially sorry.
But we'll leave it at
I-
potentially sorry.
I once was possibly potentially sorry.
One time in my life.
Right.
I have a story about mud though. Okay, so
Mud butt?
no mud though. What? What are you talking about?
You have mud butt?
Mudvayne?
No, we're seeing them live. Though.
We are.
Big yikes. But I literally, we were moving into, my dad was building our house that I currently live in, and I
Okay.
was about 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
and it just started raining fucking sideways. My mom's like, "Don't get dirty," and I was like, "Okay, I won't." And my mom went inside to talk to my dad about something because like we had to go do something.
Yeah.
And my mom comes outside and I'm covered in mud and I just start crying. Oh, I just love mud. And then I had to tell that.
I still love
Dude,
mud.
that's wild.
Yeah, bro. Funny as fuck. Also, another story about like it was like a month or two later, because we were actually in the house and we had started going to school. And my brother made some friends. Well, my brother had a dirt bike, but like they never like spread the topsoil yet.
Okay.
So like it was still all just like a huge fucking mound. Okay. And it just started raining again, and my brother and his buddies were like riding this dirt bike, and it was way too big for me because my brother's 8 years older than me.
Right.
There's no way I was riding it. I was like 7.
Yeah.
So I would just run up the hill and just slide down it head first, and then they just would throw me in the mud and shit, dude. And then literally, I remember walking upstairs, taking my clothes off, and just mud just go all over the fucking place, bro. I was like, why do I remember this? I'm 27 years old. I remember
Like,
something
vividly.
from the 6. Yeah, bro. No sense.
Dude, that's wild.
But 10 for me, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
I loved putting them together.
Only
and punting.
Mr., or did you have like Mrs.? Did you have the kids?
No, I just had Mr. Potato Head, Buzz Lightyear. And, like, I consider that the same thing to me. But I remember specifically punting Mr. Potato Head with all his shit on and watching it fly everywhere.
I had
I'm a fucked up kid.
I had a
Oh,
Buzz
dude, that's great.
I had a Buzz Lightyear doll and a Woody doll. That's about all I had
Yeah.
from the Toy Story
I
collection.
had when Burger King had the puppets of them. Like, you could put it in your hand, and you would like you could like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And then
got
I
it.
also had like the Woody where you pulled like the string, and he was like, "There's a snake in my bird."
I had that. I had that too. But yeah.
I think they all did that. I think most of them, like at least
Unless
the
you bought it
original,
at the dollar store.
yeah, like at least the original ones. Like when the movie first came out, when you
Yeah.
pulled it talked.
Did
but
y'all cry during Toy Story 4?
I didn't watch
No,
it.
but I cried during Toy Story 3.
I've never seen it either.
I haven't watched a Toy Story past 2.
You want to borrow them?
Oh,
Have them on Blu-ray.
I have Disney Plus.
There you go. You want to watch it together? We
Can
could
we
watch.
try
Beer,
together?
we could have a beer adventure.
We have a beer adventure, watch Toy Story, and cry.
We could drink. We could drink the Bago Twisted Tea.
I don't like Twisted Tea.
You'd
You
be
will
alright.
after a Toy Story movie.
Drake,
Okay.
what's your 10?
Oh, diabetes.
Tactics.
Tech decks?
Yeah.
That would have been a lot cooler if you actually had a tech
I
deck.
don't. And I wasn't just gonna go buy one. And
They're like-
Candace lives too far away for me to go get it.
They're like $5.
Okay.
To do like, hey, look, and then put it away forever. What do you mean?
Dude,
Yeah.
that would have mean that I would. If I was doing that, I had to buy all the toys.
Yeah.
He goes bigger.
You know, I would have.
He would have had to buy like the whole like half pipe and shit too.
Right.
Set it up on camera.
What is number 9?
Mighty Beans.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Okay.
Mighty Beans.
They're like you would. They were like slingies, but
Yeah.
beans.
Like they weren't that cool. They
No.
didn't really do much, but they looked so sweet. Like I just thought they were the coolest looking things, and I just had to have all of them.
Yeah, they that was like the first thing that I remember that was like,
A big fad.
and it was very like everyone was different, like, and you wanted
Yeah.
to collect them all. I mean, I guess Pokemon cards,
Yeah.
but like this is like more like toy oriented, so it's like a pop instead of like a card. I guess is
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
It was like a collectible like figurine thing,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't consider it a figurine either.
Because they still did stuff.
Yeah, they had like a
The
marble.
little,
in
they
it.
were like the little
Yeah.
jumping beans.
Yeah, yeah. Number 9 were Barbie and G.I. Joes for me. I would
Oh, yeah.
tear apart my sister's Barbies and burn them and shit, and use the G.I. Joe like dolls that like would suplex them and shit.
Dude, that's fucking epic.
I'm a fucked up child, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of insight on why Lemke is the way he is from this
Oh.
episode.
Dude, I also grew up playing N64 Perfect Dark and 007 literally
Well, right.
by myself in my room. I would literally just go around like with my brother and just we would kill each other like in a first person shooter. But yeah, so what's number 9 for you, Drake?
Stretch Armstrong,
Never had
but
one.
not just OG Stretch Armstrong. The third series where they came with a pump and they were aliens, and you would like pump them up and they would get like this, and then you could literally like twist their extremities, but then if you pumped them too high, they would literally explode and just fucking ooze everywhere. But fun thing, I remember I was watching Pawn Stars, I don't know, fucking like 8 years ago, and there was a Stretch Armstrong one. It was a snake. They came out with the originals. Just the head alone is worth like $500,000, and if you could find one intact, it's like a couple mil.
Yeah, because everybody destroyed them.
Yeah, you can only find the head. And that's it.
Dude, that's like, to me, that's like that fucking Mario
That Mario thing. Yeah.
the Super Mario Never Open selling for $1.5 million.
Let me
Blows my mind.
let me ask you guys a question. If any of these toys on your list were left in perfect mint condition, would any of you guys be rich? Like, would they be worth money?
Dude, if I had a sealed Stretch Armstrong in box,
Like the one you're describing.
like the pump up one,
Yeah,
I'd have a couple $100,000
really.
Or more.
or more. Tech decks, no value at all.
I mean, I'm gonna go through my
But
list. I don't-
Barbies, G.I. Joes, no.
Depends
I mean,
on the Barbie.
certain GI Joes.
Like if you're talking the GI Joe, there's one. It was a set. It's about the size of this, like where we're sitting.
Bro.
When you pull it out of the box, if you find an in-box sealed one, it's like 500,000.
I literally don't.
Well, I don't either. I ripped all my shit out of the boxes and threw the box in the trash. Like,
Right.
that's what a fucking kid does.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they hold such high value, because so
Yeah,
many
I
kids
guess-
ripped them apart.
I guess certain things on here, I would have had quite a bit of money.
Like it just depends.
literally,
Like if you had like the entire Mighty Beans collection,
Cool. I mean, a few of them. Well,
like the rare ones and everything.
To be fair, I had the Mighty Max collection, and it was worth like 48 cents each.
Really?
Yeah, but they were also played with, so I can't really say
Right.
like. But also, Mighty Beans, how would you know the collection unless you opened it? That's the only like I
Right.
don't know the answer to that. I mean, it's like Pokemon cards, like those ones are only worth something if you open it. So
Yeah, but
Mighty
you can get
Beans
it
might have been
graded.
Yeah.
that way. But that's what I was saying. So Mighty Beans might have been the like, oh, you found the rare. So kind of like a Pokemon
And there
card.
were like a shit ton of rare ones.
Yeah.
correct, yeah. I mean, the rest of my list has only value to me.
Hmm.
I guarantee it.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Guess we'll find out.
Uh,
You're like,
I
for-
bet. No, 1,000%. Go ahead, though.
my number 8 is Tech Deck Dudes. So
Oh
okay.
my god.
not the original
Yeah.
Tech Decks, but the ones that came with the guys with the little magnetic feet.
Those
And
were
then like
slick.
you just like hover them over the skateboard and it like smack up like Marty McFly in his hoverboard.
I honestly forgot about that. To be fair,
I didn't. I knew about them.
They were
forgot
slick.
about them. Number 7 for me is Velcro toss and catch.
wait, we're on 8.
That's what I meant. 8.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was like,
Do you have
what?
11 again?
No, I have. They're actually numbered. See, look, numbered.
Yeah.
This time, last time they were not. But I used to play this with myself because my brother doesn't want to play with me and anything. But they would like, I would throw them in the air as high as I could, and I would just dive and catch them. Like we had like a little like side yard, like it was maybe like an eighth of an acre.
Uh-huh.
It just a little side yard, and I would just toss them up as high as I could, and just just die for these motherfuckers, bro. I just remember playing with those so much,
I don't think I put any sports equipment because like I was gonna put baseball mitt.
bro. It's literally a plastic pad with a
No, I know, but like
strap.
it's kind of like an outdoor.
Velcro on.
That almost made my list. It was my 11. I used to whip that shit over my house to my friends to see if they would catch it, and you always knew they caught it because you either heard or damn it.
I used to throw.
Yes, we were adults when we were playing with this.
I used to throw a football up in the air as high as I could, just like wherever, because we had a pretty decent sized yard. So I just throw it up wherever, and then just like take off running, trying to catch it.
Well, that's what I used to do with my Vortex.
Yeah,
Dude, I loved the Vortex.
Oh, were you like
I
just
had the
doing?
Whistler.
Were you like Uncle whatever his name
Uncle
is?
Rico.
Yeah, just
Watch me throw this one over the mountains, Mom.
I would always grab it by the tail, and I would just, and it would go. Oh, I only bought the Whistlers.
you need to eat your food, you fat hard God. Oh shit, bitch!
What's so bad about such pussy, Napoleon?
Break the wrist and walk away.
Coming in at 8 for me, Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah,
Because my dad and I, one day, actually a lot of days, we turned our entire house into a Hot Wheels track.
holy
We had
crap.
enough of those, like the Chargers.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
So it went from outside, so it would start on the porch where you literally just drop the car down.
Mhm.
It would go into the dining room, through the living room, up the wall, in through the kitchen, down the steps,
Yeah.
and then through his basement. And then the superchargers would put it back up the steps, and it would go through like the trap gate, so it would never go back outside, and it would just keep circling.
Your dad sounds awesome.
Dude, he was definitely a legend. And at I guess on the same level as Hot Wheels cars, we had those slot car racers, where like they had the little pin, and you like it was like magnetically charged, and you had to like hold it down. We put that under our Christmas tree every year. We said fuck a train. He always put one under the Christmas tree.
See, that would be my number 11 was model trains.
Nice. Yeah, like he would buy the like really souped up ones, but they were so powerful that they would literally rip the track off.
Oh, I remember those, dude.
They were like yay big, and literally had that needle point in it.
if it was also the turn was too sharp.
Yep.
It would, and it would just.
Yeah,
Well, he got me the ones
mess
that
with the throttle.
glue in, he had the ones that glowed in the dark. He got me NASCAR cars, like Indy, like he was just it was just so much fun.
Speaking of like model houses and shit, or model trains, I have like a whole model like Christmas tree like village, an entire fucking village. I used to be really big into it, so it's like I have it for like downstairs in my parents' house.
My
That's
when
that
I
big.
move out, yeah.
my grandpa collects model trains, and he
That's my.
told me, he's like, I'm done with all of this. So as soon as you get a house, you can have it. So he's giving me like what it is worth is probably over $500,000
My
in
grand-
model train stuff.
My grandpa.
And it's not like a lot of stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like vintage and
That's
just
wild.
old, crazy, cool, unopened box model train stuff.
Dude, my grandpa literally has hundreds of like little houses.
Huh.
And he used to have,
Mhm.
like we used to have like a little train station that like would like go
Oh,
around.
he had
and-
the same
yeah.
thing in his basement. Little, like,
Yeah.
have you been to the McKinley Museum?
No.
So in the McKinley Museum, in like the basement part of it, or not the basement, it's actually upstairs. They have a giant model train set up that's like Canton, supposed to be Canton, like back in the day.
Okay.
And that's what my grandpa would do, is take me there, and he would like the guy running it would like let me go back like into the middle where they were running all the stuff, and like let me mess with the trains. But
That's pretty dope.
we're going off
honestly.
topic.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay,
No, this is all
That's
this
fine.
is all talk for
Right.
toys, man.
You can go to your
That's
7 whenever you want.
good. Yeah.
It's my 7.
Yeah.
Okay. My 7 is action figures. Just like your basic,
You
like
did that. You broadened it.
I
I'm just
did.
kidding.
It's I have another
I figured
one.
Lemke did too.
I didn't
honestly,
know.
I want to say 5 of my next 7 are different types of action
I
figures. so-
broadened it because like I have like a specific type of action figure that to me is like sets it like is a step above. The ones I'm talking about are like the little 6-inch to 8-inch action figures, like the Star Wars ones that you would get like back in the day
Okay,
that had like the
So
lightsabers.
more of like the still opposable,
yeah,
but like collectible figurines in a sense.
in a sense.
Mall
Well,
and
any
shit.
like,
Still like the small GI Joes.
well,
Like,
like a like this like even like the bigger Spider-Mans.
would you consider like WWE figurines.
I never had. My mom was like
Oh.
100% against WWE.
See, I had a shit
about it.
ton of those, but I didn't really know how to categorize them, so I just left it
No,
on my list.
I go like the small figurines because, like, in a way, my parents were smart because they bought me a lot of those, and like all the extra stuff you could get for them was smaller, so it was cheaper
Yeah,
to buy, and I ended up having a lot more stuff that
I
way.
got what I wanted
Lucky.
to an extent. Sorry.
Right.
Like, to be fair, if we walked in the store, I was allowed one thing, but it was what I wanted, and I
Right.
was given a like it can't be over a certain dollar amount. And like if I was like, well, I want both of these, my mom would be like, well, then you have to pick. So like I got something every time, but I never got an abundance.
Right.
So I think that's why I'm not like spoiled in that sense.
For me, it
which
was
is nice.
It was like once or twice a month. If we would go to Walmart, I would be able to get something, but I had to earn it with my allowance money. Once I got to a certain age,
I guess.
like if I didn't mow the grass that week, I couldn't get anything.
Oh, by the time I was mowing my grass, I was working at McDonald's too.
Dude, my dad had me out mowing grass when I was like 7, 8 years old.
Oh. I think I started mowing grass when I was like, maybe like 14.
Oh no.
So I guess at that time, I mean, I was earning like PlayStation games, but
I legit had to buy everything. Well, my parents gave me allowance, but like,
right.
Yeah.
Like when I was like,
what was your on a real note? My allowance up until I was 16 years old will probably baffle you. So I want to know what your allowance was.
I don't actually
Five-
Like weekly.
My weekly allowance for mowing my dad's grass was $5.
Okay.
I wanted to mow my mom's grass, or if I mowed my mom's grass, she gave me like $5 or $10 for doing it.
Okay.
I don't actually.
I guess I'm just I've heard some of these kids' allowances nowadays. Like, I mean, I got $5 to make my bed
What?
a week.
No.
No.
I had chores and I had to do those chores if I didn't do them. Like I had to like
That was
take
my-
out the trash, dust, all this shit every
Oh,
week.
lit-
I got given money.
Literally, all I had to do was I had to make my bed and make sure my room wasn't dirty. All right, touche. Never mind.
Yeah,
Your privilege is showing,
I guess
Drake.
my privilege.
I mean, whatever. But yeah, I bought my own 360
Oh,
because
don't
my
I-
parents wouldn't.
I bought, other than PlayStation, I got PlayStation 2 for Christmas, but my Xbox 360 I bought myself. I didn't get it till I had a job.
Yeah.
I had to buy my own car.
My parents bought me a car.
I had to buy my own car. I had to pay my own insurance.
I
had to buy my own cell phone. I didn't get a cell phone until I was 17 years old.
My first car my mom
to be
gave me.
Fair, that was probably the age that they were popular.
Oh no, kids had them when I was like 14.
Oh, I don't know, Kia.
My first phone was the Razor.
Really?
Or sorry, the Katana. Because we went to fucking Sprint. And then it turned into like Singular Wireless or something of that nature, like, and then all of it got bought by AT&T. It was just a fucking shit show.
What number are we on?
I'm on 7 still.
All right,
Who's-
Lemke's 7.
me?
Lemke 7.
Mine's a potato cannon.
Potato
Fuck yeah,
cannon,
bro.
Bro, my dad used to take PVC pipe and like put a potato in it,
Yeah.
put the end on, screw it on, have a CO2 canister, and just launch the bitch.
Dude, fucking potato cans are wild.
I never got to play with it, but I thought it was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then one of my buddies had a potato cannon, and he shot it, and it went so far because we didn't think it would go that far.
Yeah.
It literally hit a car's windshield in the road, and we just
Yeah,
boom,
we just
like
fucking
what
dip.
the fuck, dude? Oh my god!
Could you imagine just driving down the street, just boost potato?
No, I couldn't.
I'd be so mad.
I would shit bricks, bro, and I couldn't even be mad because I've done it.
Right.
Well, I didn't do it, but I was there. I witnessed it.
Shit's wild.
I threw snowballs at cars when I was a kid, and some guy threatened to call the cops, and I just went back into the house and like sat silently for the rest of the afternoon.
Bro, remember when there was the fake rope trick?
Yeah.
When you and a buddy would stand on opposite sides
Oh,
of the
yeah.
road and you would be like, And cars would fucking slam on their brakes and be like, "You fucking stupid kids!
Get off of my lawn!"
No, we're on our lawn.
I know, but I'm just...
I've never done that.
Oh shit, dude!
I lived next
Shit
to
was
a
hilarious.
cornfield for like 17 years.
True. I lived, so I literally could walk to school. So I had so much traffic going past me.
No, couldn't.
But my number 7, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures. I used to play with them all the time, but I never had the ooze, so I never ruined my characters.
Oh.
But I did. Probably my favorite set was the transforming ones, where they started as a literal turtle in a shell, and you like, and they were like the full action turtle with like their weapon and everything.
See, I don't know what it is. I hated like transforming toys.
Bro,
Like I hated transforming toys. Like I needed it to
wait
be
for the rest of my
that
fucking
thing.
list. They all transform.
I had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles their van that they drove around in.
Yeah, the one that shot pizza.
I don't think it was the one that shot pizza.
Oh, bro.
But it shot like little missiles. But the weird thing is, I didn't have any of the turtles. So I would just stick my other action figures in it, and that was their vehicle.
Dude, you know what I really miss? Gundams. I forgot about those.
Never had.
I had one.
Dude, that show was fucking badass.
I've never seen it.
Uncultured swine.
That's
I
fine.
don't watch.
I'll be fine.
I don't watch.
Swine.
I don't watch cartoons.
They're not cartoons.
They're anime. Go listen to like 10 episodes ago. Anyways,
I think
what's
I
your
was
number 6.
on that one where I debated you about it. But, anyways, my number 6 is G.I. Joe. Right?
Just G.I. Joe.
Little ones, big ones,
No,
just any of the all.
G.I. Joe, like
Just in general.
it had to be G.I. Joe something.
Like it had to be the G.I. Joe brand, the one that always came with the
well, I mean,
like,
not
the
necessarily.
dog tag.
It didn't have to be like the brand,
Okay.
because like Dollar General had a pretty good G.I. Joe branded guy. I think it was like American Peacekeepers or something like that. But
It was American Warfighter or whatever your shirts are.
maybe it was American Fighter action figure from fucking Dollar General. It came with
You're
its,
wearing the same shirt he has.
it came with its own set of Oakleys and a Natty Light. And if you wanted the vehicle, it was a squat truck.
Not a squat truck.
Yeah, it was,
Squat truck.
yeah, he squats the whole truck.
But no, the G.I. Joes, like, they had to be like well equipped. Like they had to have the guns, and they had to have like the holster that you could put his little
Okay.
sidearm in, and it like
Yeah.
it had to be a decked out G.I. Joe. But that, and like I had like the vehicles for them too, and the vehicles were like this fucking big. They were enormous that you could stick like 4 or 5 of them in there and just drive them off to whatever imaginary battle that you were creating.
My number 6 is number 6 because there's a story. I used to live in Akron, Firestone area when I was like growing up, like when I was 6.
So did I.
Yeah, my dad is like an electrician by trade, but like he knew like how to do like plumbing and all this stuff.
Mhm.
So he drywalled the whole basement, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to help." My dad literally finished like doing like all the finishing stuff on it, like where like he would like do like the ceiling and cracking
Mhm.
when he was about to start painting. And I literally took nails, and I'm like 6 years old, so I'm like this high off the ground with a little plastic hammer, hard as fuck, just nailed fucking nails all the way across the wall, bro. Like, and I literally, my dad literally comes downstairs. He goes, "What the fuck?" I'm 6 years old. I was like, "I'm helping." Just nail, just get it now. And my dad goes,
Straight into the drywall.
"No way."
That's not that hard of a fix, though. You just pull them out and just mud. But
Yeah. No, but the worst part is, there's another story that goes with this. We had a dog. His name was Brandy, and he was kind of like a dum dong.
Wait, Brandy?
Yeah, it was a dude
As
dog.
in whiskey?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't
I
know.
was just thinking of like the singer.
We just got it from the pound. It was like a dog that was kind of like fucked up a little bit.
Oh, bro, I should have put Pound Puppy. Or Cabbage Patch Kids.
No, stop.
He kind of looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
It look like the doodle doll that you throw in the washer.
No way did that just happen. But basically,
So what do you? If I throw you in the washer, all your tattoos will come off.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I
Find it on TikTok.
We'll have to go to the laundromat down by my house so we can stick in the giant ass ones. Just turn it on. What are you doing? Shut up, it's science.
Shut up, we're making a fucking TikTok.
How do you stop this thing?
pounded the door 3 times to open up. It was only twice.
How do you stop this thing? You don't. Oh, rip.
Guess I'm gonna put my toxic shoulder.
But we had a dog
Hold on for 45 minutes.
that was like kind of fucked up. All right,
Okay.
and this is important. Well, we left for like a couple of days, so we locked him in like the laundry room
Yeah.
that was downstairs where I did all the nailings and stuff too. Like my dad literally finished the entire basement. The laundry room had its own door. It was like sealed
Mhm.
off. And we put him down there with food and water to like last him a day or whatever.
Yeah.
And we literally get back. He ate through all the pipes and the drywall and everything to get out. He fucked up all of his gums and everything. And there was like literally a foot of water in our basement after that. My dad goes, "Dude, I could just never finish this fucking basement, can I?"
So
That dude
what's
was
your
a fucking
what's your
G.
toy? What's your toy? The plastic hammer?
Yeah, the the
Okay.
little tool set, yeah.
Okay.
That's what he said.
That's why it's number 6, dude. Because of that.
Speaking of the dog bursting the pipes, my number 6 comes in at Super Soakers.
Oh, I forgot
Super
about
Soakers?
Super Soakers.
Bro.
One with 4 lokers?
Bro, I had the fucking Super Soaker 9000, the first one that you were able to put ice in, and it would like hurt when you got hit with it because it was like with like frozen fucking water. Dude, that shit was nuts.
I had the Super Soaker where it had the nozzle up front, obviously, and then like it like reached around like under your arm, and then it had another nozzle in the back. So like if somebody it had like its own little separate, yeah,
I
it
had
has
that
like
one
separate
too,
trigger.
but
So like
mine,
if somebody's like coming up behind you
I
to do
feel
a
like
sneak
mine was
attack,
that
it's like,
elaborate. Mine was on the same trigger. I just was like, I
No,
didn't have like a fucking. Mine
it had its
like,
own like separate trigger, but it worked off the same pump. So if you used it,
Oh, bro, I
you're-
had the utility belts where it just be like pop, 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 pop. And me and my dad, I'd just be like, I was carrying them like 2, like, and I had like the OG, like white, orange, green ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I guess I can put it on my list. It can go. It'll fit. I completely forgot about those,
Super Soakers, dude?
but it will fit on my list. It'll all make sense. Trust me.
Let's hear your number 5,
Oh,
sir.
yeah, what's number 5?
I forget.
I forget.
I'm John.
Hot Wheels.
Nice.
Not the Super Soaker?
No. Well, how can I tie Super Soaker in with Hot Wheels? I
We
mean,
had to cool them off somehow.
Great.
Hydro Thunder.
but no, I had like the little gas station set, and I didn't really have like the racetracks as much as I had like the little accessories like the garages and like the parking decks and stuff like that.
Salon.
Wow.
He had to get his petty somewhere.
Yeah.
He had to take his GI Joes somewhere.
Yeah, the G.I. Joes had to go to the hair salon to go meet up with Barbie.
With
Anyways.
My number 5 are building blocks, specifically Legos. Like
Okay.
I used to play with Lincoln Logs and like Connects and shit,
Yeah.
but I played the fuck out of Legos.
Okay.
I would build like little houses, stuff like that. I remember getting a set. This is my favorite thing ever. That's Lego. It was like the 3-point contest ones. Like there was like 3 little characters for each team,
Mhm.
and you would literally pull them back, and it would shoot
I had
the
the
ball.
I had
Yeah.
the soccer ones.
Oh yeah, I had the soccer one too. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the basketball one was so cool to me because I think NBA Street was a thing right then. at
yeah,
that
it was.
time. Yeah, as well. So I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! I can put my Lego."
Have you guys? I don't think you have. You guys haven't done a top 10 video games, have you?
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Of all time.
Yeah,
Damn. That's probably like one of the first ones, wasn't it?
Second.
it was.
Second or third.
It was
honestly.
in like the first season that we started
Yeah.
doing them. Yeah.
But my number 5 is Street Sharks.
I think I remember those were like the sharks that looked like
They were like beefy.
they had
as
the
fuck.
tattoos and
Yeah.
everything like that.
And they were
yeah.
like, there was like a TV show and everything, and you
Yeah.
would like pull down on their fin, and they would like do their action move. So like the one when you pull down the fin, he just literally got swole. He was just like they were just dope. Like they came with weapons. Like it was like Streets of Rage with sharks and a TV show. They all came in on skateboards. Like they were fucking sick.
I've never seen that.
I'll show them to you after. Like
Yeah, I think
they're here. I'll actually show them to you as we continue. But like yeah, they're super dope.
Yeah, what was your 4?
Yeah.
My 4?
Yeah, your 4.
My 4.
Your 4.
My 4 is Lego.
Oh, your 4s are Legos too?
My 4 is just Legos.
Your 4s are Legos. May the Legos be with you.
Your 5s is Legos.
Yeah.
Street Sharks.
Yeah, I've never seen those.
Yeah, they were fucking G.
Those are wild.
No.
Why?
Why Legos? You just the creativity thing. Like I didn't get like the sets. I just got like the buckets, and every now and then I would get like a set, like if I wanted like a certain thing to go with what I was building. But
Those are dope.
Like
I don't know. I just really like building them, and I'd save them. You know, just build off of it, spend an entire weekend just building shit out of Legos and then destroying it and having that just upsetness in your soul because you knew you had to do it because, you know, you were like, you wanted to build something else, so you had to destroy the really cool thing you just built. But,
I mean, to be fair, I second.
Would you guys be willing to watch something that I thought of? So Drake and I will build the same Lego set. Whoever finishes first gets to destroy the other person.
Finishes first.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part of it.
Yeah, the Lego set. Whoever finishes building their Lego set first, they get to destroy the other person.
All I heard was we were going to be drinking and building Legos.
I liked his
You're
idea
destroying
better.
my Lego.
I like his idea better.
Love it. I fucking love it.
Just take it and smash it on the kitchen floor.
But hold on. So in the building faster, someone has to judge it to make sure it's par.
I'll judge. I'll judge it and make sure that
because like don't give me. So do you have to build it perfect with no missing pieces, like no extra pieces left, or does it just have to look like the fucking picture?
No, it has to be like per the instructions.
Also, they come with extra pieces, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I know.
Yeah, so like I'm like
That's the hard part.
As long as it's built per instructions, like I'll stop you guys, call time, and I'll inspect whoever's Lego thing.
Lego Masters.
And like if it's like complete, I'll just like pick up yours or his and hand it to you and say, destroy this.
We just need to figure out. Like, but then we would have to. So like obviously this would need to be in the house, kind of quiet-ish, and then we would go to the driveway and slam it.
Yeah,
and then
punt it or
this is like a
sledgehammer it.
Well, I'm more or less thinking of child sleeping. We can still do it at night.
Like like a toxic shock forged.
Like on the porch.
Child still awake.
Fucking porch.
This is like toxic shock forged in fire, but with Legos.
meets Lego Masters, meets Drinking Masters, meets architectural integrity.
Do you guys have to be a certain level of drunken before this takes place?
No.
I think that would add.
I think it would add something to it.
Mario Kart.
Well, but I mean, it depends. It depends. We said if daughter is awake, as opposed to if daughter is not awake. So
yeah, if daughter's awake, we make noise.
Would be sober.
Yeah.
Well, I would be here, mildly sober.
Yeah, that's bad parenting.
Jess can be here.
Yeah, I'm not a bad parent. So next one. What are we on?
Number 4 is
is
Heelys for me. Dude, I remember begging my mom.
Those are shoes, not toys.
Bro, you know how much
hardcore
shit I would do? Be like, yeah.
How sad I am that they didn't make them in a size 13 until now, and now I don't want them because I fucked myself up.
You know, you get them now.
TikTok Heely style.
Jess just bought a pair of Heelys like not too long ago when she was working for that dance studio and never wore them. She spent like $70 on these Heelys.
Could you imagine if I wore them to American Eagle?
Hey, may I take your
Dude,
order?
I'd trip. I would. I think they're permanently banned from every mall and
They're
amusement
permanent
park
banned
in
from a lot of
America.
places.
Just like stroll up to him.
Sir,
Like,
sir, you need to take your wheel
Dude.
out.
This like brought
do
back
you need
memories.
assistance?
So, my buddy Jordan, the best man at my wedding, he had Heelys, and he thought he was so slick. So we lived on like this giant hill.
Did he eat
Growing
shit?
up, he did like the first couple times, but he would like on our way to the bus stop, like we'd be running late, obviously, because that's just how we rolled, and he'd just be like, "Oh, don't worry about it, man." Just fucking lock his.
You see me rolling.
He'd like lock his Heelys in, and just
My
like.
heel.
And then like flip his feet up like that and just like start cruising down the street and I'd like throw rocks at him as he was going to try to
That's
fucking
great.
Dude, then they made him. Then they made him like fucking sick as fuck because the wheel would like lock back in. I'm like, bitch, I was poor. We didn't
Yeah, I
have
thought
those.
you had to pull the wheel out and not lose it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Then they made him sweet, and
Bro,
then
I can
like,
press a button and make the wheel appear.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
bro.
buying some Heelys. Sorry, wife.
I remember that because
Yeah,
they would
the
like
mother-
push in and lock and then like you like smack your fucking ankles
Bro, I'm
like
not-
you were like
There's
like
like a little.
As
8-year-old
soon as-
James Bond and like just skirt
As
away.
soon as we end this podcast, I'm ordering some fucking Heelys.
I'm dead. He's gonna just be in his driveway. Look how cool I am,
I
bro.
don't even care if them bitches are $100. Ordering them bitches.
Bro,
They're gonna be red, black, and white.
You're gonna look goofy as fuck.
You're
like,
gonna look goofy.
the
as fuck
size of
not
your
having 'em.
feet in Heelys, like you're just gonna.
I'm just gonna be next to him in a
I hope they look
skateboard.
like that I hope they look like the Marty McFly's with the wings on the side. Be a motherfucking G. I'd just be
Bro.
like,
Pinstripe, the fucking Healy.
He's
Yep.
gonna be able to like do the sharpest turns because he has like the
Yeah.
biggest feet of anybody I know.
yeah.
He's gonna be like boom and like knock somebody out, take out their ankles.
All right, what's number 4 for you, Drake?
God
Power
damn it.
Rangers.
Power Rangers. Which
Yeah.
one?
Just the original, and then into
Favorite color?
blue.
Red.
Did you have like the Megazords and stuff
Bro,
like
I had
that?
I had every single Megazord ride character. I had the little belts where you could put the thing in and you go morphin time. And you go I had the fucking I had the sword. I had the motherfucking like
Yeah, can you tell me why the fucking big robotic dude had a flute?
that was how he summoned it. He summoned the Dragon
The
Zord.
Zords.
And then that's how, because that was the main one that would put them all together, and he would just go
What was
Okay.
what was the Power Rangers knockoff?
a lot of things.
Like the second
Transformers.
no, it wasn't Transformers. There was like
No,
another
Transformers came out before Power Rangers.
there was like another group
it?
of 6
Yeah.
people.
Animated.
Oh. Okay.
Like Pokemon had
No, there was
Digimon. What was their big
So Power Rangers just had a lot of spin-offs, to be honest. Like they went to like space, they went to the future,
Yeah.
they went to, but it was all still by Power Ranger. I stopped after the second Power Ranger movie when they turned into ninjas, and like those ones were dope. Like I still had the flip action where you press the button and like this thing went little. Like I had the ones where you could like flip it and it'd be their face, and then you flipped it and it was the mask.
maybe somebody can research this for me real quick so I don't be bothered all night about it.
I got you. Just continue.
Number
Number 3.
3,
Yeah.
Yes.
me. Damn it.
Yes.
That's what I just said.
Phone. RC cars. Any RC car I absolutely thought was the shit. I must have had probably like 10 or 15 of them. The Tyco RC ones were really big, but like I would even go as far as to like get like I had this black Chrysler 300C that I would just drive around in circles and like at my grandparents' house because they were the only ones that had carpet short enough that I could do that. My dad had like this.
VR Troopers. That was the number 1 knockoff. I actually remember those.
Awesome. Now I can sleep
Fun.
soundly.
But now this is funny because I found 15 of them. Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs, that's who I was thinking
I
of.
don't know any.
Mystic
Beetleborgs.
Mystics Knights of Tynanog.
What?
Yeah, I don't know the rest of these. All right, carry on.
Beetleborgs, that's who I was thinking
No,
of.
I do remember Beetleborgs, and that's why it's even funnier.
Yeah,
I don't remember any.
but at my mom and my dad's house, I had to get like the trucks, so
Oh,
that way
yeah.
they would sit up higher, so they wouldn't get like snagged in the carpet. But probably where my fascination with trucks came from.
Dude,
Probably.
my brother used to have those. I never really got into those. I'm not a car dude, at all.
No.
Just never was fascinated by it. But my brother had like a little like Lambo one
Mm-hmm.
that was fast as fuck.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was so fast. He would race it down the street, dude, and would get down like, dude, I don't even know how far it was, but it was like down in like 3 seconds, and I'm like,
I think-
I'll go piss real quick.
I think my favorite one had to be, I don't know if you remember, it came out like one Christmas, and it was like the big thing that like everybody had to get, and they were $100 a piece. The giant Hummer ones that were like
Oh, yeah.
this,
my brother,
and they
had
were like
those.
this tall. Dude, I got one of those for Christmas one year, and I was just absolutely elated about it because it had like the 4-link suspension. It didn't have 4-wheel drive, but I mean the doors opened, like you could stick action figures and GI Joes in there,
Yeah,
and the back doors open so that way my sister's Barbies could sit back there and they could all go run into shit.
and my brother still actually does that now. He does like crawling tournaments.
Oh, with like the high powered RC electric cars.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I kind of got out of. I had a nitro truck, which ran off of like a nitro meth fuel, and the thing would go from like a standstill to 80 miles an hour in literally the blink of an eye. But I could never get it running right because those nitro engines are really complicated. They don't have a spark plug or anything like that, so it's almost like a squeeze combustion as opposed to a spark combustion.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a diesel engine where it relies on heat and pressure to combust as opposed to like a gasoline engine where it has a spark plug. So that's, I don't want to make this a science show, but
Well, all my brothers are electric. He does like
Yeah.
crawling stuff. He actually like goes to like a separate like, it's like a outdoor course.
Mhm.
Like it's like a crawling course. Then you try and get through the crawling course. as
no,
fast as
I see dudes like going like small creek beds
Yeah.
and like taking pictures of their like cars on rocks and stuff, and they look like real
Yeah.
vehicles sitting up there. I'm like, oh, when did so and so get a old school Bronco? Oh wait,
It's totally a toy car.
that is a toy car.
Yeah, but we're on 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
My 3 is airsoft guns and Nerf.
Okay.
I used to play like airsoft outside, like with my buddies, and my buddy had a sniper rifle, and we would like cock it as like a bolt action one,
Mhm.
and we would just doink each other with them.
Nice.
But I remember one time I was at my buddy's house, and we went to like a birthday party, and like we were playing airsoft, and then we went inside, and I was like hanging out with his older brother, and then one of our other friends literally came up to me like point blank in the back of my back with like the airsoft shotgun one,
Mm.
shot me in the
Ooh.
back, and I beat the fuck out of him.
Ouch.
And he was twice my size, and I was like, "Why would you shoot me that close?" And I fucking remember like pushing him over their ping pong table and just beating the fuck out of him.
Dude,
I used to have very bad
So,
anger issues as
I'm
a
not-
child.
I can't speak much on it because I still need content. Hint, hint. But I will give one story about, it's not airsoft, it's paintball. But
Oh,
my that's not my thing. Anyways, my buddy Jordan, the best man at my wedding, he we were at a paintball birthday party, which was dope because my buddy who was throwing it, his dad was the ROTC instructor for the University of Akron.
okay.
So for his birthday party, he brought home all of the paintball guns from the ROTC program
Okay.
and like all of the army gear and stuff like that. And he's like, all right, the 15 of you guys are going out into the woods and you guys are on teams of, 3.
Yeah.
Good luck. And we're like, fuck. He's like, you have 10 minutes. Here's your horn. Anyways, so after like the round was over, my buddy was out and he was just like shooting it with the blanks because he said it was cool. And like he got about this far away from like the back of my arm. And he's like, bro, feel the air. It feels like kind of cool. Well, I guess there was still one ball
Chambers.
stuck to the side of the
Oh.
hopper, and it fell in, and he shot me like this far away. Bro, I swung around so fucking quick, and it
Dude,
just
that hurts.
peppered the shit out of him.
Fuck, dude.
I'm just like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah," but he's like, oh my god, stop, I didn't mean it, I'm so sorry. And it was like bare skin. Like, it fucking hurt.
Oh yeah,
That's rough.
And the best thing about it is, like, they had the party on Saturday, and it was like during the school year, it was like fall. We came into school like that Monday, like the group of us, and we're just fucking welted up. Like bruises and all this shit, like all over us. And the teachers were like, what is wrong with you guys? We're like, oh, we had a paintball party over the weekend. They're
dude.
like, those are so dangerous.
Dude, I remember going to play paintball like once or twice, and every single fucking time my gun was jammed. And I thought I was shooting, but it wasn't. It was just exploding in the fucking barrel every fucking time.
Bro, I know kind of a different story, but I was a Laser Quest champion.
Oh, yeah, Laser Quest was dope.
We're just gonna leave that there.
Never played.
We should do a Toxic Shock field trip to a paintball arena.
You guys can go.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't like getting hurt.
It doesn't hurt that bad. Like,
Wear long sleeves, you'll be alright.
yeah, it's just like more or less pressure. It doesn't hurt.
But it creates welts. Welts can ruin a nice tattoo.
You don't have any.
Rip. He's dead.
Fuck all of you. I'm going number 3.
That was so quick.
That was so clever. You get the wittiness award for the night.
Number 3, Transformers Beast Wars. Fuck all other Transformers Beast Wars for the win. I don't even have a story.
Come
Go to
on.
your fucking team.
That was great, and you know it. Did not mean it, by the way.
It was so perfect.
And he was so serious about it. He's like, a paintball could ruin a great tattoo. He's like, well, you don't have any. Get fucked.
Someone clip that, please, God.
I don't think there's anyone in here anymore.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Dude, that was fucking perfect.
That has to go on TikTok.
Oh,
All right, what
do you got? What do
Number
you got
two?
for 2, sir?
Light-
Wait. Oh yeah, you're 2. Got it. I finished 3.
lightsabers, but it had to be the lightsabers where the sword blade completely retracted back into the lightsaber and like locked in there, and you had to like swing it out really hard
Yeah.
and push the button, hold the button down, and swing it out really hard because, like, yeah, they had the ones that like lit up,
Yeah.
but they never fully retracted.
Dude, you can get one. Okay, so you get like a model lightsaber one that looks like legit, and they're
Yeah.
like a couple $100.
Oh no, this was like
Nick has the one from
the $10 one from Walmart.
Yeah.
No,
Nick
not
has
even the
one
$20
from
ones.
Disney World where you buy the little crystals and you can change the color and the sounds by putting the special crystal in.
Yeah. Those are ridiculously expensive.
Fucking dope.
But yeah, they're cool as fuck, but they're like hundreds of dollars.
We'll figure out a way to do it.
Alright,
Anyways,
I'll figure it.
Yeah.
but no, and it had like the belt clip. So what we would do is we would all like get bathrobes and shit, and then just like have like the lightsaber on like our belt, like, and then we'll just like
He tied
go up.
himself like Karate Kid.
Well, no, they had like they had the belt clip, so you just like roll up on one of your buddies, and like he'd be like Darth Maul or whatever, and like you'd be like a Jedi. You'd pull your fucking lightsabers out and just like beat the shit out of each other in the
Han
back
Solo.
row with lightsabers.
Did you die?
Han Solo will never die. He lives on forever,
He totally died though.
but he lives on forever in here.
It's like Yoda.
Well, Yoda lives on in the Force. Anyways, this isn't a Star Wars episode. What's your number 2?
Number 2, Lumpy is.
Bicycle.
I was not allowed to put that. What the fuck is up with that?
Bro, okay, so when I taught myself how to
God
ride
damn
a
it.
bike, okay,
No, now I'm mad.
when I was 6, and I literally hopped on it, hit a fucking
Yeah,
tree,
that's
got
right.
up, and let's
That's
go.
right. You're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
No, he told me I wasn't allowed to put that.
That's not on
I
me.
asked him, I'm like, can I put bicycle on my list?
I didn't talk to him about You're just a special guest.
But
That's why I ask. Why I ask.
But literally, I used in 8th grade.
God damn it.
I
love you.
see.
No, you don't.
Well, this is how
My
I
number
classify.
0 is bicycle now.
I classify these toys because, like, I didn't. What the fuck just happened?
He got upset with me, so I was gonna give him a kiss to make him feel better.
A big old smoocheroo in his ear hole.
Yeah, I was actually gonna tongue his gauge hole.
You. That sounds not what you. But no, so I used to ride my bike like 20 miles a day when I was in 8th grade.
For what?
I used to ride my bike into Massillon.
What kind of bike did you have?
It's just a shitty mountain bike, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me and my friends would just ride.
I had a mongoose.
Yeah, actually, I did.
I had a DK.
I always wanted the the black mongoose that had the orange wheels.
It was literally a hand-me-down because my buddy didn't, or because my cousin didn't want it, so I just got his bike. And I literally rode it from my house on the streets to like a towpath. And then there used to be this place called the Jumps.
Mm.
And we would just hit the jumps. And I would take my allowance, and there used to be like a little convenience store, dude, that was like right by my house. I used to buy like candy and like a drink, and I would just ride all the way into Massillon. And me and my buddy used to listen to like Korn and fucking System of a Down. Just
So
Yeah.
since I'm not allowed to tell my bicycle story because I wasn't allowed to put it on my list, I'll tell you about my dope ass bike. It's
It had glitter confetti. It had a card in the spokes, and it had one peg because I was
And
a
every-
fucking G.
every fucking time I did a bunny hop, my wheels would light up because I had
No,
the cool little thing that went on my
I had-
plugs.
I had the
I had
coolest
them shits.
I had the coolest bike in town until my buddy bought the same fucking one. I had a DK General Lee, and I don't know how PC this is, but I'm just describing a bicycle, so get over it.
I know, so I'm assuming it's the General Lee colors, but
It was a black DK bike,
Hmm?
and on the side of it, it had General Lee, and on the seat, it had the big old, like, mine had, like, the big Confederate flag, like, on the seat,
Of course it
and it was, like, the dopest bike. Yeah, my buddy had the orange one. He had the one that came after the black one, but no, dude, and I had, like, matte black pegs on, like, all
I've never
four.
had pegs.
Oh my god, dude, I needed pegs. They were my favorite, but
Yeah, when I used to spend the night at my buddy's house, we would just hop on the pegs.
Hmm.
I'd just hop on his pegs, and I'd ride bitch.
Whenever I rode BMX, I just did no pegs because they weighed me down.
they weren't that heavy though.
Large
See-
male.
My buddy bought
What do you
the,
mean?
like a DK generally too, but like
Half of BMX is grind. Oh, you didn't do street, you did dirt, didn't you?
No, I did street, but I did a lot of like tabletops.
Oh.
well, the generally in general was a heavy bike. It was a very heavy.
I went
bike.
for as light as possible.
I think
because
Haros were the lightest ones.
I had yeah. Well, like I said, I had that. Oh wait, I
You had a
wanted that
mongoose.
one. No, I wanted the mongoose.
Oh, what did you
Hold on.
have?
Because the
No, that
mongoose
was
had
fucking
the
silver.
was like the
Oh.
one that like you had the first like detachable like thing. 'Cause,
Like I had the gyro.
The
yeah,
gooseneck?
But that was when I stopped riding because that's why I have the hole in my elbow and
Oh,
a
yeah.
bump in my rib.
Yeah.
when you ate the fucking
I
table.
I ate the table. I was doing a bar spin and I fucking I said cased it.
I don't. To me, casing is like when you do a jump, you hit the other ramp.
And my thought of casing is when you land on the front tire because you case it. And I hit it and went a bar right into my rib, and then my elbow slammed onto the floor.
See, what we did, we just went around because Canal Fulton didn't have any like BMX park,
Yeah.
and Massillon was like a 10-mile ride, and on a BMX bike that just absolutely sucks.
I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
Oh, I would
yeah.
drive to it.
but well, once I
Couldn't
got
drive.
once
Well,
I
I
got
had
a,
to keep my tires like
once
at
I got a
the
car,
right consistency.
once I got a car, I just pretty much said fuck this bike.
Yeah.
But we would just like ride around and like jump curbs and like anything that was
did that
sticking
shit,
up
too.
in the ground, like we would jump on that. But my buddy, he was like constantly breaking his bike because he was like a bigger dude at the time. So he would like go to hit a little jump and he would pop his front tire, trying to jump the curb, and then he would pop his rear tire, landing it. And then the one day he broke his chain, like landed the jump and like just his chain said peace and just fell.
I was riding my bike one time to go like swimming with my friends, and my fucking towel got caught, and I just.
Do you know how many times I've ate shit? Dude, I used to have a little 50.
Wait, in actual ground or
Like poop.
No, actual ground.
like
Not-
ATM?
No, not SMF. I've done that, though. Older
Anyway.
life experiences this way.
What's your number 2?
No, but I had a little,
Did too.
I had a little 50,
You're two, I think.
like a little 50 motorcycle. And
50.
like, yeah, and like I just got it. My dad like literally watched me in the backyard and running around. I don't know what happened, but like I flipped over the handlebars and my dad goes, "Oh my fucking god, what just happened?" I get up, like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And I just get back up. There you go. You used to be so reckless, bro.
I'm not even gonna elaborate on my number 2. Very simple. Lego.
There you go.
I don't even have an elaboration. I've played with it for fucking 33 years. Well, I guess probably like
33 years, yeah, it's fine.
we'll go with like 27 of them. Duplo, blah yada yada blah blah. Lego win. Got it.
What's number 1 for you, TIE Fighter?
Nerf guns, airsoft guns, BB guns, squirt guns, any type of
Guns.
Like not guns, like
Real guns.
toy guns.
Boy gun.
Nerf guns were literally the dopest thing of my childhood, and they're still dope as an adult because you can just be sitting there while your wife's cooking dinner in the kitchen, and as soon as she turns around, just shoot her right in the titty with a fucking Nerf gun.
You're right in the titty.
Right in the titty. She was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And she's like, whatever.
The new ones are hard though. They're like those little hard balls. I love
Yeah.
them 'cause I have 4 little nieces. I'm like, don't fuck with me.
They still make the darts though, but like
I like the new one. I like the ones that inflict a little bit of pain. And they don't fuck with me.
no, I'm not allowed to do that. But
Well, I'm not
Do you
shooting
remember
my
the-
significant other.
do you remember like the ones that whistled, like the darts that whistled? Jesus, Pete,
Scared the shit out of
he's shooting us at Nerf guns.
me. He literally hit me in the hat with it, right in the rim.
We did top 10 toys with the guy who has more toys in his house than probably the two of us
Dude.
combined.
You want to know why I don't have many toys?
They're fucking dumb.
How many times have you shot Kayla with those?
0 because I cherish my life.
Well, those are the balls, aren't they? The ones
Yeah.
that like hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I get like the darts,
That's why I only shot 1.
but no, like the
I couldn't
one,
find my cannon that holds 200.
the ones with the like the whistler
That's why I
darts.
went P.
Do you remember those? Do you
yeah.
remember the whistler darts? Like you just like be chilling on your couch with like your buddy, and then like all of a sudden from across the room you hear, boom, right in the side of your head.
And then it would stick to your fucking head.
Yes. Well, no, not those didn't stick because they had like the solid tips. But you would just hear like,
Yeah.
pink. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you're right. Bitch, you guessed it.
Number 1 for me is a trampoline. I spent probably a good 4 summers on a trampoline.
Can you
I have to
elaborate on that?
I used to shoot Jameson the fucking cock with them fucking all the damn time.
I'm about to say we have to
I
elaborate on that.
also at one point had the Star Wars like sniper. And
Oh.
then I have like downstairs, but it's buried. That's like I said. When I went pee. I was digging in a fucking closet to find my Nerf gun. It's this big. Yeah, that worked. It's that big, and it holds 200 of them balls, and it literally is battery powered with 6D batteries, and it just goes. It goes.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Really?
Wrong
No.
type of bear.
Okay.
Actually, no.
But
Anyway,
yeah, mine's a trampoline.
Trampoline.
I used to spend literally hours on that thing, and that's how I learned how to do backflips on the ground. Actually, and like
Dope
I
as
learned how to
shit.
like do tumbling and tricking, and I even got a little bit of parkour and shit from it. Like that's just what I did with my childhood. And my little nieces have a trampoline now, and I jump on it all the time. Because I'm still a child at heart.
Yeah, there you go. I wasn't allowed to have a trampoline because my parents were lightweight Karens when it came to that. But I was allowed to jump on other people's trampolines. Don't point that fucking muzzle at me.
I'm not even near the trigger.
I don't care.
What's number one for you?
Nerf guns, baby.
Hey.
Nerf guns, baby.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Blam blam.
And those
No
are the
fair.
those are
Bad
the-
guys. Smile.
those are the best ones. The pistol ones. Those are the best ones in my opinion. Like
I just love that it has a fucking safety. Like,
they probably have to do that now to be PC, but
well, no, they were trying to make it more realistic. Like, if you think about it, I wouldn't even say more PC.
But do you remember the one that had
Glock
like
doesn't have a safety.
it was a 6-shooter, and it had the barrel with like 6 darts in it?
Yeah.
That was the best one in my opinion.
Looks down barrel.
Yeah, like he's freaking me out over here with these things. He's a danger to himself and others.
Safety on.
As you load
Need
it.
to look.
Gun safety, kids. Even if it's Nerf guns, always follow gun safety.
Yeah, safety on. Guns out.
There's no sun out though.
Wait.
But we have
We're
nothing.
glad we wasted an hour and 20 minutes of your life.
We did.
This is not a waste. Okay.
It's not.
Not waste. But just remember the next 2 albums are I lost them. Carnifex, Graveside Confessions, and the new Drake album, Certified Lover Boy. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, Instagram. We don't have a Twitter, so TikTok. How about that instead? We're actually popping off there, so if you want us to pop off more, like and share them shits everywhere.
Yep.
But
Get us to 2,500 by the next podcast.
Yep. And with that, we'll see
I bid you
Yeah.
adieu.